Yes. Hey, Instagram via the internet. It's me, T, from the Pattersons, taking trains to. Look, what I had said was that the Drumpf man is smarter than you are, but not smarter than me. Now remember, there's so many millions of people saw him. I wasn't specifying, and I didn't say. I said he was smarter than you, meaning them. But let me put it this way: a lot of you dumb people allow stuff like this to happen. Now, this is a Grand Rising report. Usually I don't get this deep in a Grand Rising report because it's Grand Rising. You know, sun's going to come up soon. You know, you want to start your day bright and cheery, whatever have you. But some places on the planet, they're not starting their day like that. Why? Because the Drumpf man and his boys, or I should say, the Drumpf man and his sponsors, because, you know, he got big sponsors. They got them books. They run by the monies, remember? You know, they run by the monies. Remember I said that we from the, he's a nowist, I'm a nowist, but I'm a different kind of nowist because I'm not beholden to money, but he's beholden to his funding and stuff like that. Think of it this way. He's a nowist, so he's digging down. Boop, boop. As he's digging down, he's got to move stuff out the way. Digging down. Now, as he's moving stuff out the way, unfortunately for him, there are all his donors and sponsors or whatever, his minions are around, and they're sort of like pushing the dirt back in. As he's digging out, you know, or digging, trying to get down to the core of things, you know, they're pushing. So pretty soon, they're going to it's going to implode. Is that implode? Smother, you know? So you can mess with Yemen if you want. That's all I can say. You can mess with Yemen if you want. Me, personally, I wouldn't do it. I mean, there's that old adage that people, they ain't got nothing to lose. I mean, think of Vietnam. You know what I mean? Big, mighty power. Okay, that's too extreme for you because that's just in the war thing. Let's do it this way. I saw a TED Talk one time. I don't really pay attention to TED Talks. Yeah, every once in a while something comes across and I'll check it for a second. But I pay as much attention to them as I pay to clips of Joe Rogan. It's not that sometimes you see what I'm saying. Anyway, and what it was, this is way back when. This must have been like 15 years ago. It's a long time. It was early on, right? And because it had to do with computers. What somebody had done, they took a computer, you know, I think it was a laptop. No, I think it was a regular computer. They had, and it was I'm in India right now, strangely enough, or maybe that's why it comes to mind. I'm in southern India right now. I don't know where in India they put it, but they put it in India. It must have been probably, there's a lot of street kids around, let's put it that way. And they put it in such a way that it was caged off so you could see the screen, you couldn't get to it, right? And they had the keyboards was accessible. That's all that happened. The street kids came around, boom, boom, boom. And in no time at all, they conquered that computer. They was doing stuff. They found out stuff. These are street kids, supposedly illiterate, supposedly they ain't had nothing. You know what I mean? Whatever, regular hustlers. Let's put it that way. And they conquered that computer. Now, if you think America and its sponsors, going to try to even the people sitting on the sideline, like all those rich Arab countries sitting on the sidelines, you know what I mean? Because Yemen is like poor. They ain't got nothing. They dirt poor. They like street kids in India. But if you think you're going to beat them, as my sainted grandmother would say, you got another thing coming. Resourcefulness, the human brain, the human mind. I'm working on a poem right now. Don't worry, you'll see later on this week. Let me get off this topic. All I got to say is that Yemenis, you ain't gonna beat them. Okay, wrong fight. You done said, as much as you talk bad about Obama and the Biden boy. Remember, what's the first thing that happened to Obama when he became president? He got the Nobel Peace Prize. And what did he end up doing? Starting wars. You come in, I'm talking about the Donald. He comes in, now, I'm going to be a peaceful, I didn't say peaceful, I don't know, whatever he said. He ain't going to start no war. Whatever that was his legacy before he didn't start no wars, right? And what he do? Start trying to bomb the bejesus out of an area so he can get that land so he can start a resort, casino, or Riviera, whatever the heck it is. It ain't going to work. I said it before. I'll say it again. Them people that occupied that land that came after 1940, even before then, that came here to try to claim that land, your beef is not with the people that were there. Your beef is with Germany and what's that other place? Austria, because that's where the boy that started the whole thing come from. So you need to take all them people that claim they have some claims and take them to a portion of Germany and Austria that come together, and that's their land. They can do what they will. Let them use their, how do you say, their human, their so-called, their ingenuity or whatever it is, and do something with that land. That's what needs to happen. That's my solution, okay? Because those are the people that are rightfully there, what do you call them, the Palestinians, whatever you want to call them, right? They do what they need to do. But if you think you're going to do what you're going to do, not in this world, no sirree, Bobby. So let me leave off that. I'll leave off that. I'm going to go off to, oh, let me say one more thing. Here's the interesting thing to me. I don't call nobody no names. I'm an acolyte of Mr. Neil Fuller Jr. And he says, you shouldn't call anybody out of their name. You call them what they want to be called. So all these people running around saying people are fascists and they're Nazis or Hitlerian or whatever. You don't call, unless they call themselves that. But they're acting like it, they're doing the salutes and stuff like that. Okay, I give you that. But here's the thing. If you really, let me put it this way. I know what you're trying to say, but you need to say it in a different, not say it. You don't need to say it. You need to do the actions that stop them from doing what they do. Let's put it this way. One of the things I know about Adolf, Mr. Hitler, the mustache guy, the Mugabe mustache guy, well, I shouldn't have did that. Now people get mad at me. Is that I read someplace, or I saw someplace, or I did something, I heard someplace, that he said, when you give a speech to a crowd of people, you only give them, hey, Nana Camille Yarbrough, glad to see you. I was trying to do a regular Grand Rising report, be all cheery, whatever, but stuff is happening. The Yemenis are being bombarded because they want the Drumpf man and his boys. They want and his sponsors and his idle-minded people. That was a good one. Idle-minded people. They want that land because they want that Gaza Strip because they want to make it a strip. I don't know. Anyway, that's the point. What I know about Hitlerian kind of logic. Now, I remember the U.S., at least the military, whatever, they worship Hitler. They worship him. They even took his boys to build rockets and stuff. They took his boys and gave him special dispensation. Look, none of y'all know what I'm talking about. The point is this. One of the things that Hitler said, he said that when you're speaking to people, you only give them 2 points. You don't bombard them without, just give them 2 points. That's it. You're clear. You just give them 2 points to marinate in their head at a time. You might have 25 points. You just give them 2 points to marinate in their head. Let's look at that. And then you don't speak down to them. Now that reminds me of some people's. That's all I'm saying. So you don't have to call them anything. They doing what they do. And like I said, just like the Hitlerian folks would happen, end up digging in a bunker, taking some imploding or killing themselves. Why? Because they knew they were wrong. They knew they were wrong from the beginning. Just saying. Just saying. So let's get off that. I didn't really want to talk about this much, but it was heavy on my mind. As soon as I woke up, let me tell you what I was doing. I woke up early, my regular time, but I didn't have no dreams, but I was like, I don't remember my dreams anyway. What happened? I was tormented. I was tormented because I finished my Quinsaba from last week. Last week, what I need, what need happened. That's my thing. This one right here. I finished it, right? And then, I presented it on Sunday at Johnny's. We had this potluck thing in Johnny's up in the forest, Fertile East, in Oregon. And I presented it. I kept on. That was a Sunday midday, and some stuff kept on nagging me the rest of Sunday. Then Monday came and it started nagging me more. Let me tell you what. Now look, Nana Camille Yarbrough, she know what I'm talking about. She a poet. She, poet, performer, actress, musician like that. She know what I'm talking about. When if something nags you, there's no way. The only way to get it off of you is you gotta address it. It's like fear. You can't just let a fear keep on taking you. No, you got to address it. Okay. So this morning I said, okay, because when you read it, something I gotta change it here too. Do I change it here? This is the thing. Yes, I gotta make the correction here. Okay, gotta make the correction here. Why? Because I woke up and I said, no, gotta change this word. It's one word. It's only a 49. It's only a 49 word poem. 7 lines. Every word is less than seven letters or less. So it's not even a big word. And so I went to the whole thing. What happened to the email? Allowing good gods to parade through shrouds, meaning the future. Towards liberté. Okay, liberté, good word. Now here, liberté. That's a reference I told you before. When I say liberté like that, that's a French thing. It got the little accent on the thing, so you say liberté. It means freedom, right? Now when I start using that in my Quinsaba, whatever I use it these days, right? I'm referring directly to Commander Ibrahim, my commander-in-chief, the cat, the big guy, the cat, the man, the myth. Not even the myth, the man, the legend, the living legend, up there with the one that's in charge, or what the people of the land of the upright people put him in charge. Or say, no, you in charge. No, go ahead. I know. Don't worry. You keep on doing what you do, right? Then he's got his allies with Mali and with Niger, like that. But so when I put liberté, I'm talking about the Sahel region, and specifically about my commander-in-chief, which is different than the Donald is the commander-in-chief of some other people, the forces of evil. Okay, back to the point. So once I said liberté, right? Then the next line, the last line of the Quinsaba reads, that is if one only chooses to comply. Now, it just kept on bugging me, because I couldn't, liberté, I'm not really into that rhyming, but sometimes there's rhymes in there, words you want to do. And I'm really a rhyming kind of poet. I'm a wordsmith, not really a poet. I'm not like Camille Yarbrough, she up there with the, So I said, okay, I know, it's screaming. So I went last night, and let me change it here, because this is the one. See, what I do is I write the poems on these parchments first. It's my rough draft. This is the rough draft for the latest one I'm working on. I'm going very slow, so it's not as messy as it usually is. And I put that away. So I got up and got that one out and changed the word, right? Then I went into my phone, because the next thing I do after parchment, I put the poem in the notes in my phone for a little spell check. Hey, I started writing poetry because I couldn't spell. Now I can spell better, but I check anyway. And then, so I put in there. Then I went and redid fact, let me just turn this way. Let me turn this around so you can see what I did. I redid the poem. See, because what I usually do, see what I do? What I do is when I do it, then I put it on a board with colorful things like that, right? And what I do is let me put this light on so you can see. Right? Now, if you notice, so I changed the word to obey, but if you notice, when I did it before, the other one, the original one, the one that I did from the other thing, hey, come here. Oh, no. Sorry, I say, hey, stick with me. It's all going to be. See, this is the one that says there. And notice that the word there is comply, meaning for future near nose towards liberté. That is if one only chooses to comply. I see it's colorful because it helps with the reading from that. So I changed that last word because liberté rhymes with, and like I said, I'm not a rhymer, boom, boom. I got up last night and I changed it here, meaning for future near nose towards liberté. That is if one only chooses to obey. I had to do it. I just had to do it. I was obsessed. It wasn't even my fault. I was just totally obsessed. Oh, hey, my helicopter, man. Let me go back down here. Now, this is what happens. You're an artiste. I'm claiming to be an artiste. I like that word too. See, them French words, man, sometimes they work out well, right? So, being the artiste that I am, let me change it. Wait. I made all the changes, all the drafts. I got to change here. Now, when I change, comply, okay, cross comply out, and put right over here, obey. Now, see, the thing about just putting a line through it and crossing out, and then remember, I always put like circa. This says circa mid-March, 2025. See, real literature, in the classic literature, they don't really put dates. Well, some of them put dates. You're sifting through the historical record. They said, well, maybe round about this time, so you put circa. Right? So I put on my stuff, I usually put circa. I just like that. Let me show you another one. See? Circa early March 2025. Oh, well, in a way, that's right, because there's no exact date. Why? Because I'll be working on these things like 3 and 4 days during the week. This one I started this a little early. I started this up at Johnny's. I started in the book, actually. Then on Monday I came and I put it on the parchment, and just this morning, just before I started talking to you guys, see I'm modern now, talking that internet talk. Just before I started talking to you, I wrote another line. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words of the last line. I got 2 more words. It starts, in effort to shield their, then I got to find out 2 more words. But I might even change that. I like in effort to shield. But the last 3, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the last 3 words, I got to come up with something. Here we go. Profound to end the poem. Well, but I got days because I present them on Sundays, so I'll be thinking about it all day long. Hopefully, I won't wake up in some sort of fevered thing saying, "Oh, I'm obsessed. I got to change." Oh, that's not going to happen. Anyway, so. That's it. I just wanted to tell you that. Well, I'll talk about that. But the thing that's happening in the world today, please pay attention. And here's the other. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Remember, this is a Grand Rising report. I was supposed to tell you was happening the last 24, 48 hours in my life. I just found out there's this thing in Nigeria. This young girl a few days ago, she started she just ranted like we do, like I'm doing now. Just ranted on hey. There's the sun, came up, Grand Rising. Okay, everybody, we breathe in, and we take a short breath in more, and then we breathe out. Ready? sun is up. Okay. And so she did this TikTok thing, I guess, and she was ranting about Nigeria, right? And sort of went viral. Well, it went viral, right? And so the president, the home, they got in, and they told her, well, she had to retract it, right? The rest of the citizenry, my mouth is getting better, don't worry, those pauses don't. Pretty soon I'll be able to articulate much better as I usually do. The rest of the citizens of Nigeria said, and they started doing things like that. And this thing took off, talk about a modern protest. Remember what Mr. Neely Fuller Jr. said? He said, you don't boycott. You just don't boycott. Forget that demonstration. This is a modern world. The boycott stuff, like I said before, it started with Adam Clayton Powell Sr. back then. You know how long ago that was? That's more than the 60s. Everybody reveres about the 60s and the sit down, whatever. That started way before that. Now, if you're still doing something like, I'm not going to say 100, something like 90 years ago, then you need to update your way you do it. So the whole country started do. And I mean, the powers that be, they're going nuts. Because everybody's going on their social media. Now you can say, well, they're just going to cut off the social media. Well, do that if you want, but it's too late. Which is why, okay, I end here this one. This is why I'm saying once again, please, especially if you're, let me talk to the elders. Because first of all, if you're younger than, let me pick a number, 60? Yeah, because when I'm in the Bas, I work at the Bas Society for the age, or I call them the wisdoms. And their age range from 60 to like 90. I'm in the middle. A couple of months I'm going to be 75. But the point is that, so I shouldn't be talking to nobody. If you're under 60, there's somebody else that has some thoughts like me. Listen to them. If you're over 60, let me tell you what my grandmother used to do. She used to be a court watcher. She would go to court just to see what kind of case was, and see what the justice was about. So you all got some time. If you're over 60, you should have some time. Or maybe you don't these days. You should have some time. So get yourself a channel, right? And start just talking like I'm just ranting. You could be like me. You're not supposed to be listening to what I'm saying. He's over there. Oh, we don't know what he's talking about, right? You're supposed to take the little things anyway. The point is, he don't make no sense. Don't worry about what they're saying. You're not talking to them. What you're doing is you're talking to somebody 100 years from now. They want to know what your perspective was. You see what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of talking to the camera with your phone or whatever and then post it up. Now you can make it so nobody else can see it, but you need to do that. You need to vent and get that out. You get that out because what it does. Okay, let me tell you my secret agenda. Let me tell you what it really is about. I know you think I'm talking. I just want. But we're going to be picked up by the authorities. Oh no, forget all that. I believe in what's called the ether. E-T-H-E-O. It's like the air, the messages in the air. So especially if you're an older person and you've been around for a while, when everything is in you, when it starts coming out and you articulate it, oh boy, you articulate it, right? It's out there in the ether. It's out there in the air. And believe it or not, you're not the only one. You think I'm the only one thinking like this? Oh please, don't be so vain. Don't be so vain. I'm not that. What those people are not maniacal, those other people are narcissistic. I'm not one of those people. I might seem like it's not, right? But what it is when you put that out there, it goes out there. And you know the saying, let me talk about people. What goes around comes around. The longer it goes around, because everything is spherical. I said because it's circle. Everything is spherical, which means like the word it goes around. The more it goes around, it doesn't come back to that. The more power it gets. Then finally, when it gets to a point where it's that, and everybody will get that message that you've been saying. Then all us insignificant little specks that have been saying the same thing. We sort of all the specks as it goes around. It brings up all the specks. From all around, all the insignificant little specks that said the insignificant little languages, it gets one to a big thing, like a snowball, like a whatever ball, and like a cannonball alley, like it was cannonball, and like cannonball alley with the music will boom, and change will come. Just to let you know that. I'll talk to you later. Bye. See you.